Hi guys, welcome. I haven't done this series in like a good bit. I haven't done Death Note in a while, so I decided to come back to it for those of you who are been waiting for Death Note to return. Trust me, I didn't forget you guys. So yeah, um, I so I today's gonna be a shorter stream due to the fact like I been on a tight time crunch today. Um, it's just been crazy. I've just been getting a lot done, a lot of new paperwork done. Happy paperwork. You guys will find out that surprise very soon. That I'll make a big announcement about it. But right now I'm dealing with all the paperwork, all the designs, all of the vendors and stuff like that to get all of it sorted. But you guys will find out pretty soon what this whole thing is. And yeah, and I've also today I've been on a little thing. Have you if you guys probably know, sometimes after you've had like a very traumatic time, you go through this burnout period. And then like about a month or two after that burnout period, you just like start all of a sudden like going and like you're in the get shit done period where like one day it hits you, you're like, I gotta get everything done. I gotta get my life cleaned up. I gotta take a shower. I gotta go and like clean the windows, dust everything. Go and get all of this stuff I've been putting off. Everything. It all happened. It hits you like a wall of that, and then like for the next couple of like several days, you're just like doing that stuff. Yeah, I'm in that phase right now. So yeah. So, to save time, I'm not gonna read what we did last time. Um, so I'm just gonna have us get straight into it. So what we last time basically, we were trying to write where Light is basically starting to target his classmate in his cram school, and his first plan to like get the guy's full name, was to kind of be like, oh, I think I came in late, type of thing, to try feign like, oh, I think I came in late type thing, in order to like get a look at the roster. But unfortunately the teacher has foiled that without knowing, in a sense. So now we're gonna find other ways. We're gonna figure out other ways to for Light to try to come up with a name of this guy, and then fail, fail at it. So, because we want to give him multiple opportunities that he could have decided, you know what, this is not worth my effort, right? We want to give him that because in a sense, right, this is a test of like Light's like faith in humanity, in a sense of like, is he really willing to kill people? Is he really willing? So the teacher hands the paper back, puts the paper in his bag. Light looks at the teacher with an ingenuine smile. Thank you so much. Scene change. Scene heading change. Oh, let me pull up the chat because I almost forgot. I should pull up the chat so that way I could see what you guys are doing. Wait. It says that I'm live, but let me see. It says I should be live, but it's... So where is it doing it? Because it says that I'm live, but for some reason it says that I'm live, but I'm not. For some reason it's not. Let me check in my settings. The thing is that my OBS looks completely different because I had just did a lot of changes to it. It says I should be streaming, but it's acting as if I'm streaming, but showing on Twitch that I'm not at the same time. Oh gosh. Okay. That's weird. Maybe if I... Okay, now we're live. Okay, good. Oh my gosh. Like, that was annoying. Okay. So now it's working. Good, good, good. Okay, so now let me put it back on Celtics. because I was, good thing I checked to see if the chat, I was able to see anything in the chat. Oh my gosh, I wouldn't have noticed that it was acting up like that. Okay, so let me pull up the chat. Yes, stream manager. Yes. We don't need activity feed. We just want chat. Okay. Good. Live. Great. So, I think here I want interior hallway. Interior hallway. Let me see. It was like evening. So I'll just keep evening. Evening. So interior hallway evening. So that works. Let me bring my mic a little closer. Cause oh no. But yeah. So I think that, right, his next plan of action is like to go and like try to look to see if like the name is on the score board. Hallway light walks down a hallway that's walls are covered with cork boards. Pin to the cork boards. The boards are test scores. Test scores. One of them has a banner reading room room 2 room 27. No, that's way too many rooms. No, room 36. Room 36. SAT practice scores. Practice scores. Light walks to the board. Tab light. He has to be towards the bottom. He didn't score high. He has to be towards the bottom. Towards the bottom. He didn't score high. He didn't score high. Didn't score high. He didn't score high. Names. I think what should happen here, right, is that he's trying to find the name of this person, but you know how in test scores they'll go and sometimes redact the first name? So it's, or shorten the first name to the first initial. So he knows his name starts with O. I believe. Let me see if it says it. Let me see. No, it starts with S. He knows his name starts with S, but the problem is, I think what should happen is there's like 4 different names it could be that are at the bottom of the list. And the problem he's having is that he's like, oh no, now I have to figure out from this list, which one is it, right? I have to figure it out. Actually, no. Because I realized, right? Then he would know the exact spelling. I know his name is long, so maybe it could be that his last name's also kind of cut off, right? You know how when a name is like too long, so it's like cut off in a sense? So he doesn't quite know the ending. He knows it could be 4 names, but two of the names are like a little too long, so not all the letters are there. I think that should be the case for this thing, where he's getting what he wants, but he's not getting what he wants at the same time, because he's getting 4 names that it could possibly be, but unfortunately those names are not fitting on the page quite well. So 3 names. His finger slows down on stops towards the bottom of the list. Bottom of the list. And it could be O Erashi Hirashi O Hirashi, not O, S Hirashi S Su Geru or this one. Or this one. Or this one. All right, and then so light opens his bag, reaches for his bag, and grabs the Deathnote. The Deathnote. He opens the book. He opens it and writes sa, su, su, do, herashi, Sudou herashi, and su, do, sugeru, geru, and su, do, shibu, and looks at his clock. He looks down at his watch. He looks down at his watch. He flips some pages over, pages of the Deathnote over to the rules. His finger lands on the passage. Where you must have the intended. You must have the. Let me see the exact wording of it, because it's very specific. It's like you must have like the specific person in mind. While, let me see. This there it is. Lands on the passage. The passage. This note will. Oh, my laundry is ready. Oh, good. Will not take effect unless the writer has the person face in their mind when writing. When writing his/her name. Therefore, for people sharing the same name will not be affected. Let me make it like that. There. Will not be affected. That works. Okay. So will not be affected. So good. Light looks at his clock. Light looks back at his clock. His clock. His clock. Like, Light looks back at his clock. So she who must be the rest of the one of the names must be cut off. Must be cut off. Probably. So kind of like him, like through process of elimination, right? He's like, Shibu's the only real name where like it sounds like it could have a secondary section to it. So let's go to action. All right, Light closes the book, closes the Deathnote, and closes the Deathnote and walks down the hallway. Actually, no. I think we could just cut to outside. I don't think it's needed that we see him leave. Exterior. Exterior. Exterior city day. No, city evening. Evening. Exterior city evening. Light. Light walks out from the open doors. From the open door. This is why I hate doors so much. Doors suck. This is the frustrating thing about doors, which I've spoken about. You have to be so specific. You have to be so specific, otherwise you kind of mess yourself up. So, Light walks out from the open door. What else? Let me see what happens in the scene that could trigger it. Let me see. So, it looks like he walks down the street. Let's see. I think what should happen is when he's walking out, right? Sudou is like getting on his bike or is in the convenience store and like pretty much buying something and like Light is like in the convenience store because he's like trying to not give himself a reason to be there, but two he's to stay there, but two he's trying to like he's like trying to get like a snack or something. And so I feel like the guy does harass somebody outside of the store, but I feel like he should harass somebody inside the store. I feel like he should harass somebody inside the store. Light goes and like he is like pretty much should be like he checks out his stuff. He hears him remark walking out the door that hey, if you would ever would like to call, my name is this. My name is this. You know, you can call me at this number, right? I could see that. And then basically Light he pays for when he says that he's finished paying for his stuff, Light I think should like look at one of the magazines. Go like to the magazines and like check stuff out. Kind of like how it happens. He's like I feel like he should like be like, "Oh, can I see I think I see an interesting manga. May I take a look? Can I take a look?" And he goes over there. Obviously. He goes over there, opens up like a magazine or a manga page, something like that. Something like that. He opens it, and then he writes it. He comes back up to the cash register, grabs his stuff, and then leaves. And we hear the guy remark to his friend and then crash. And Light watches it from the door of the walking out while he's walking outside of the convenience store. I feel like that's what should happen. So like I feel like that's what could happen. And I feel like possibly I feel like a convenience store should have like cameras. Like I don't see a reason why the convenience store wouldn't have cameras. So I think that like I think Light should like he does do that. I think that we have to put him in a place where he's just hidden enough from the cameras that he's there, that like he's just hidden enough from the cameras that he can like get away with it, but not so far like he can get away with it, like he can like duck down, grab something and stuff like that, to get like a manga or something from the bottom shelf and stand up to read it, or something like that, where like he's like bent over or something like that, and then like he does go and do that. Like when he's bent over, he's like you could see him reading, like he makes it look like he is reading. And then he puts back it looks like he makes it look like he's like flipping through pages, and then he puts it back and he walks out. I feel like that one hinting towards the security camera kind of gives like an idea of, oh yeah, like Light, that's something that Light can like hint towards, that like they're like, oh yeah, this is highly suspicious, but also not at the same time. If you know what I mean. Like, this is a convenience store right next to his school. So yes, he does have the plausible deniability that he did open up a manga, read it, and was like, not too interested in this one. But also, it could also be that he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna. It could also be that Elle can look at it as like this was the perfect opportunity for him to do that. You know, like it seems like a detail that would come back to bite him in some way, but he doesn't like realize how bad it would come back to bite him. Like, I think this is one of the security cam footages that basically like makes Light be like, yeah, we have to open an investigation on your son. This is like one of those moments where his father, the footage where it could convince the father to be like, hey, we might have to put security cameras in your house because we suspect your son is a terrorist, in a sense. You know? Like, that's the moment. You know? So, I feel like that should be what happens. So, walks out from the open door. He walks down the sidewalk and open go and 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 stops at the actually he is walking down the sidewalk and he sees he looks I feel like he should like see it from his peripheral. He looks at the store window okay, and we're back to it. All right, let's go back. I think he should look at the store window. He should look at the store window. He looks at the store window. Sudou is inside with his friends. Actually, let's treat it like a reveal. Like looks at the store window. Then I'm gonna cut to inside. Interior convenience store. I'm not gonna say which one it is because for reasons. Convenience store. Evening. Light walks from the open door. Walks from the open door. And walks toward the snacks, the chip and snack aisle. Cashier. Off. Screen. I think that for this scene, I could show Light watching the commotion, but I feel like he should, the mental gymnastics here is hard because there's two competing things. Where he has to look a certain way to the cameras, but he also can't seem like he would be overly into it. I feel like if he does step in, he has to step in like later towards the transaction to be like going in talking. Oh, I just realized. Oh, I'm running out of time. I have to go somewhere. Actually, I'm gonna cut this stream short. Like I said, I'm cutting the stream short. I might come back and do this after my obligation that I have to go to. I have to go to one of my jobs. So I'm gonna let you guys go for today. For now. And I'll maybe come back later and finish this. I don't know. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And don't worry, I'm gonna do a longer stream next time. Oh my gosh, I'm missing my background. Why is my background not here? I'm gonna do a longer stream next time, so that way to make up for how short this one was, because I have the idea of what I want to do in this scene. It's just a matter of executing it. So I'm gonna let you guys go, okay? Bye, guys.